Why does the taste of your own power make you want to vomit? Let us examine the architecture of your existence. You spend your entire life building a cage. You put thick iron bars around your mind. You reinforce the walls with smiles. You reinforce the walls with politeness. You reinforce the walls with silence. Inside that cage lives a creature you are afraid to look at. You call it your demons. You call it your darkness. You call it your sin. You believe that if you let it out, it will destroy everything you love. So you swallow your words until your throat burns. You unclench your fists until your hands shake. You suppress the fire until it becomes an ulcer in your stomach. You think you are being a good person. You think you are being moral. You are wrong. You are not being moral. You are being harmless. And there is a mathematical difference. A rabbit is harmless. A rabbit cannot kill you. That does not make the rabbit virtuous. That just makes it lunch. You feel weak because you have amputated half of your soul. You feel exhausted because you are spending 80% of your caloric energy holding the door shut against yourself. You look at the world and you see predators winning. You see the ruthless taking what they want and use it in the corner, nursing your resentment, telling yourself that at least you are good. But you do not feel good. You feel hollow. You feel like a ghost in your own life. The static in your head is getting louder. The pressure behind your eyes is building. You are waiting for permission to exist, but permission is not coming, because the world does not give permission to pray. It eats them. You look in the mirror and you do not see a man. You do not see a woman. You see a fracture. You see a politeness that is actually cowardice. You see a kindness that is actually fear. You are vibrating with unexpressed kinetic energy. Welcome to the watchtower. We are going to open the cage. Let us look at the machine. Let us strip away the morality and look at the biology. You do not have a dark side. You have a survival drive. You are the descendant of apex predators. Your ancestors did not survive the Ice Age by being polite. They survived by being dangerous. They survived by having the capacity for violence. They survived by having the capacity for selfishness. They survived by having the capacity for ruthlessness. This hardware is still inside you. It is hardwired into your brain stem. It is woven into your DNA. When you feel anger, that is not a sin. That is your amygdala flooding your system with adrenaline. It is mobilizing glucose to your muscles. It is preparing you to defend your perimeter. It is a biological resource. It is fuel. It is the nuclear reactor of the human spirit. But you have been programmed to treat this fuel like toxic waste. You have been conditioned by a society that fears the individual. Society needs you to be compliant. Society needs you to be predictable. So it installs a software patch called the persona. This is a term from Carl Jung. The persona is the mask you wear to please the tribe. It is the smile. It is the nod. It is the agreement. But for every mask, there is a shadow. The shadow is everything you repress. It is your aggression. It is your sexuality. It is your ambition. It is your ego. When you push these things down into the dark, they do not die. Physics dictates that energy cannot be destroyed. It can only change form. So when you repress your aggression, it transforms. It turns inward. It becomes depression. It becomes anxiety. It becomes autoimmune dysfunction. Your immune system begins to attack your own tissue because it has no other enemy to fight. You are not sick. You are at war with your own biology. You have turned your weapons on yourself because you are too afraid to point them at the world. The brain recognizes this repression as a threat. Your anterior cingulate cortex registers the suppression of self as physical pain. Your cortisol levels remain chronically high. This creates a state of systemic inflammation. You are burning out your motherboard. You are overheating the processor. All because you are trying to run a simulation where you are a saint. But you are not a saint. You are a human animal. And animals have teeth. Your teeth are not physical. They are psychological. They are your ability to say no. They are your ability to offend. They are your ability to take up space. When you file down these teeth, you disrupt your internal homeostasis. Nature hates a vacuum, and nature hates cowardice disguised as virtue. Your nervous system is designed for oscillation. It is designed for the swing between peace and war. If you are always at peace, you are not peaceful. You are dormant. And dormancy is the first step toward death. Let us examine the trap. The modern world is a faun, and you are the livestock. The system is designed to harvest your productivity. It is designed to harvest your compliance. To do this effectively, it must neutralize your threat level. It must remove your fangs. It does this through the weaponization of shame. From the moment you entered the school system, you were taught that stillness was good. You were taught that silence was good. You were taught that compliance was intelligence. Whenever you showed a flash of the predator, whenever you showed anger, whenever you showed defiance, you were punished. You were shamed. You were isolated. Your developing brain learned a terrifying lesson. If I show my true self, I will be exiled. And in the primitive brain, exile equals death. So you fractured. You split yourself in two. You created the nice person. The nice person never says no. The nice person never gets angry. The nice person has no needs. The nice person is a lie. This is the pathology of the nice guy, or the good girl. It is a manipulation strategy. You are trading your submission for safety. You are thinking, if I do not bite them, they will not bite me. This is a fatal calculation. The wolf does not care that the sheep is polite. The wolf eats the sheep because it is a sheep. By repressing your dark side, you make yourself a beacon for predators. Narcissists look for this fracture. Psychopaths scan for this weakness. They can smell the repression on you. They know that you will not fight back. They know that you will rationalize their abuse. They know that you will blame yourself. You have disabled your own firewall. You have lowered your own shields. And then you wonder why you are always the victim. You wonder why you attract toxic partners. You wonder why you are overlooked for promotions. It is because you do not project power. You project fear masked as virtue. Carl Jung saw this clearly. He said, "The sad truth is that man's real life consists of a complex of inexorable opposites. Day and night, birth and death, happiness and misery, good and evil. If you strive only for the light, you cast a long and heavy shadow, and that shadow will sabotage you. It will come out in passive aggression. It will come out in sarcasm. It will come out in sudden bursts of rage that you cannot control. It will come out in addiction. Addiction is often just the shadow screaming for relief. It is the repressed self trying to breathe. You are living in a state of civil war. Your conscious mind is fighting your unconscious mind, and the unconscious mind always wins, because it controls the hardware. It controls the heart rate. It controls the breath. It controls the blood. You are rotting from the inside out. You are becoming what Nietzsche warned against. He said, "Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process he does not become a monster. And if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you." But you have misunderstood this quote. You think it means you should avoid the monster. No, it means you must respect the monster. You must understand the monster, because the monster is you. And if you deny the monster, it will possess you. A possessed man is a slave. A sovereign man is a master. The master holds the leash. The slave wears the collar. The trap is perfectly designed. It uses your own morality against you. It uses your desire to be good to keep you weak. But true goodness requires strength. You cannot protect the innocent if you are harmless. You cannot uphold justice if you are afraid of conflict. The trap convinces you that conflict is evil, but conflict is the forge of reality. Without friction, there is no movement. Without opposition, there is no growth. It is time to pivot. It is time to shatter the hallucination. You believe that your dark side is your weakness. I am telling you it is your greatest asset. Think of the most effective people in history. Think of the leaders, the conquerors, the visionaries. They were not harmless. They were dangerous. They had high levels of aggression. They had higher levels of ego. They had the capacity for darkness, but they harnessed it. They integrated it. This is the secret of the elite. They do not kill the shadow. They weaponize it. Your anger is not bad. Anger is energy. Anger is the fuel for change. When you see injustice, anger is the force that makes you stand up. When you are being mistreated, anger is the force that draws the boundary. Without anger, you have no boundaries. Without boundaries, you have no self. Your selfishness is not bad. Selfishness is self-preservation. It is the oxygen mask on the airplane. You must put yours on first. If you deplete yourself, you have nothing to give to the tribe. Your ambition is not bad. Ambition is the drive to improve the species. It is the drive to build, to create, to ascend. You have been sold a lie that meekness is a virtue. Meekness is a defect. Controlled power is a virtue. Think of a sword. A sword in the hands of a madman is a tragedy. A sword in the hands of a knight is a true love piece. But it is still a sword. It is still sharp. It can still cut. You must forge your darkness into a sword. You must stop trying to be a nice person and start trying to be a whole person. Wholeness includes the dark. The tree cannot grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. You need the roots. You need the stability of your darker nature to weather the storm. When the crisis comes, the nice guy crumbles. He panics. He looks for a leader. But the man who has integrated his shadow, he becomes the leader. He is familiar with the dark. He is not afraid of the chaos, because he carries chaos inside him. He can stare at the predator and not blink, because he recognizes the kinship. He says, I see you. I know what you are, because I am that too. But I choose to be better. This is the ultimate sovereignty. The choice. If you are incapable of violence, you are not peaceful. You are helpless. But if you are capable of violence, and you choose peace, then you are virtuous. Then you are strong. We need to turn your hardware back on. We need to reconnect the wires you cut. We need to bring the shadow into the light, not to destroy it, but to employ it. We need a protocol. We need a set of tactical operations to reintegrate your fracture. We will not use soft language. We will not talk about healing. We will talk about welding. We are fusing the metal back together. You will feel resistance. This is natural. The persona fights to survive. But the persona must die so the king can be born. Protocol 1. The Obsidian Mirror. This is a reconnaissance mission. You must identify what you have repressed. You will sit in silence. You will take a pen and paper. You will write down every terrible thought you have for 10 minutes. You will write down who you hate. You will write down what you want to take. You will write down your jealousies. You will write down your violent impulses. You will write down the sexual fantasies you are ashamed of. You will write down the names of people you wish would fail. You will not judge them. You will not censor them. You will look at them. This is the biological data of your shadow. Read it. Feel the revulsion. That revulsion is the conditioning. Breathe through it. Acknowledge that this is a part of you. Say it out loud. I am capable of this. By acknowledging it, you strip it of its power to ambush you. You take it out of the basement and put it on the table. Now it is just data. It is no longer a ghost. You will realize that having the thought is not the same as acting on it. This realization is the key to the celled ore. Protocol 2. The controlled burn. You have a backlog of aggression that is poisoning your tissues. You need to discharge this energy physically. You cannot meditate this away. You cannot think this away. The body keeps the score. You must engage in controlled violence against inanimate objects. This means heavy lifting. This means martial arts. This means sprinting until your lungs burn. You must put your body into a state of combat simulation. When you are lifting the heavy weight, I want you to visualize the thing that makes you angry. Channel that dark energy into the movement. Let the cortisol burn off. Let the adrenaline cycle complete. This resets the HPA axis. This tells your brain that you fought the tiger and you won. You will feel a calm afterwards that you have never felt before. This is the calm of the dangerous man. The calm of the lion who has just eaten. Do this 3 times a week. It is non-negotiable. You are draining the swamp of your resentment. Protocol 3. The sovereign no. This is a boundary drill. The nice guy explains. The nice guy justifies. The sovereign simply refuses. For the next 7 days, you will practice the dark art of refusal without explanation. When someone asks you for something you do not want to do, you will say no, or you will say, "That does not work for me." And then you will engage the silence. You will close your mouth. You will look them in the eyes. You will feel the terrifying urge to fill the silence. You will feel the urge to apologize. You will feel the urge to lie and make up an excuse. You will suppress that urge. You will let the silence hang there. Heavy, uncomfortable, dark. This is you wielding your shadow. You are using social pressure as a weapon. You will watch the other person crumble. They will backtrack. They will accept your boundary. Because they sense the weight behind it. They sense the iron. They respect the iron. You teach people how to treat you. When you explain yourself, you are teaching them that your time is negotiable. When you use the sovereign no, you teach them that your time is yours. Protocol 4. The predator gaze. Eye contact is a dominance hierarchy mechanism. When you look away first, you are signaling submission. You are signaling that you are lower status. You do this automatically. It is a reflex of the prey. You must override this reflex. When you speak to someone, focus on one eye. Do not break the connection. Do not smile to break the tension. Let the tension build. Let them be the one to look away. This signals to their primal brain that you are not afraid. It signals that you are scanning them. It creates a dopamine prediction error in their brain. They expected you to yield. You did not yield. Their brain must now reclassify you. You go from target to threat, or you go from target to peer. Either way, you are safe. You are respected. Use this judiciously. It is a high voltage tool. Practice this with strangers. Practice this with baristas. Practice this with your boss. Observe the shift in the dynamic. Observe how they stumble over their words. This is the power of presence. Protocol 5. The velvet guillotine. This is for the toxic people in your life. The energy vampires. The narcissists. The passive-aggressive manipulators. You have been feeding them with your emotions. You have been feeding them with your defense. You will stop when they try to provoke you. You will give them nothing. You will become a grey rock. But underneath the rock is a blade. You will cut the cord of attention. You will respond with one word. Okay. Interesting. I see. You will deliver these words with zero emotional inflection. You are starving them. You are acting like a machine. This is the cruelest thing you can do to a narcissist. You are denying them their supply. You are using your capacity for coldness. You are using your capacity for indifference. This is your dark side protecting your light. It is the wall around the garden. Without the wall, the garden is trampled. Be the wall. When they ramp up the abuse because you are not reacting, you will smile internally because you know the game and you have decided to stop playing. Let us ascend. You have been told that you are broken. You have been told that your nature is wrong. I am telling you that your nature is designed for victory. You are a biological machine built for conquest, built for survival, built for dominance. The goal is not to be a tyrant. The goal is to be a king. A king has armies. A king has dungeons. A king has executioners. But a king also has gardens. A king also has libraries. A king also has mercy. But he can only afford mercy because he has the army. If he disbands the army, he loses the kingdom. You have disbanded your army, and your kingdom is in ruins. Call the troops back. Open the gates of the shadow. Let the soldiers in. Drill them. Command them. Integrate them. When you walk into a room, people should feel your warmth, but they should also sense your heat. They should know that you are kind because you choose to be, not because you have to be. There is a dignity in that. There is a gravity in that. You will walk differently. You will speak differently. You will stop apologizing for the space you take up. You will expand. You will breathe. You will look the world in the eye. And you will see that the monsters are not so scary. When you are a monster too, the darkness is not your enemy. The darkness is your cloak. The darkness is your reserve. The darkness is your friend. Do not fear the night. Become the thing that walks in it. Stand tall. Hold the light. Embrace the shadow. The integration is the path to wholeness. It is the only path. The other road leads to resentment and decay. Do not choose decay. Choose power. Choose life. Choose the dark so you can serve the light. We are Mind Ministry, and we are watching.